For?
It was a playpen. I put it out there and let you get some sunshine, and you sitting out there playing. Well, Daddy had this little dog, and his name was Button.
Yeah.
And he was a...
And he would bite.
Yeah, he was real good to bite. And he was down on the ground. He was short, but he wasn't a full-blooded anything. He just was Button, you know.
Yeah, no comment on the table.
And so then you sitting out there, and Button come to the little bars and all, and you got a hold of his... you was just doing like this.
You had his tongue pulling on it like that.
Like that, and
Button was just hitting
I started screaming and to run out, and Daddy, what's wrong? And you was still pulling on Button's tongue, and he didn't bite you.
He did bite you.
He
knew you were a baby or something.
He did not bite you, and we could not believe it.
However, you know, it saved us some money. It was several years before Mama had to have her heart checked again.
He had already been stress tested.
She already had her stress.
Oh, I just
didn't need any treadmill or anything.
And
It was,
Buttons would bite
I
too.
was
But
knew you
somehow
could get eat up.
he knew you were a baby, you know.
And of
oh
course,
no, that's
he
funny.
kind of run off when I went run, you know, and Daddy would come out too. We saw you doing that.
Yeah, you looked out the window and their Buttons was up and your hand run through and hold of his tongue like that, pulling on.
Oh, you want to hear a real good one though on you? It's
Oh,
all
really?
on you. Because you were the baby there, you know, when we... and that Kathy, she'd always anything, she'd just keep her mouth shut. Well, Daddy and Grandma wanted me and you and Kathy to go somewhere with them. And so I had cleaned you up in that playpen again, had it in the living room, and had you out in the playpen sitting in there in your clean clothes. Well, that was the only time I had to go to the
bathroom.
well, to do a shower. Well, Kathy was standing out there on the porch, but she was always just because see, you were I don't guess you was over 1.5 at that time. Now, probably not. 16 months or something like that. And you was in the playpen. And Kathy was out there, and here come Mother and Dad to pick us up. Well, you know how Dad is about kids anyway. Dad was just... Well, he came in, and boy, right away I could hear him. And I thought, what in the world? And I jumped out of the shower and looked, what's wrong? What's happened? And Dad was jumping on me. He said, why aren't you out here looking about this baby? Look at him! Look at him! And Grandma, I heard her say, well, Lawrence, she's in there taking a shower. I don't care if she ought to look about this baby. Look at that boy. Look at him. And Kathy was back in the back. And went out there, and you had tutued, and you'd reached and got it out of your diaper and rubbed it. You was painting the you was painting the
Creativity, demonstrating creativity early in my life.
Yeah, you was
right.
painting everything. You was putting it all around on that. And Grandpa was blaming me for it.
Of course.
He always had to have somebody, and he was really hot mad at me. Well, I had to put on something as quick as I could.
Yeah, you had it in your hair and everything.
And I had to then take you in there and clean you up, and then I think it was late going where we was going, or I don't even remember where we was going, because no wonder I lost my mind when... And I saw it. The funniest thing is that Kathy shit, that's what sometimes I get on to her about. She's back there.